Listen here. Y'all can get mad at me if you want to, but I'm going to say what I got to say. First, we had Nene. Nene walked off, and then she come back around, and she looking like Tamar Braxton. Now, Sheree, I don't know what it is that you thought you was doing, but I am not on board for this. You don't even look like the same person. Are you kidding me? You walk off looking like the photo of fitness and come back looking like a Bratz doll. Girl, if you don't get out my face. Hey guys, thanks for clicking on the video. Listen, I know some of y'all probably got a little attitude, and that's okay. Because right now is the time you may want to click off. You may want to click off, and I'll be okay with that. But if you know, like I know, you'll stick around, get a laugh or two, talk about some stuff. It is what it is. You can pretend that you don't see it. I ain't doing that. I looked up at that. We showing you in the footage, and then we show you in the confessional and look like a completely different person. Sheree, if you don't stop playing, she about who? Because I don't know this lady. This lady with this full face. I don't know her. I don't know her. I said, girl, get out of here. Messing yourself up. Ain't no way you looking in the mirror and thinking you look better than what you look before you did that to your face. There wasn't nothing wrong with Sheree's face. And she literally right now looks like an old porcelain doll. An old shiny porcelain doll. It's Annabelle. I said, girl, get out of here. That is horrible. That's horrible. I'm sorry. I'm not. It's gonna take me a minute. It's gonna take me a minute to get used to looking at her face like that. It looks like a Bratz doll. You messed up. You messed up, Sheree. That ain't. I don't like that. I don't like that. Who do we call? Who do we call to put that back? I don't like that. Anyway, wasn't nothing wrong with Sheree. Sheree was you. You was all girl. You was good. You was good. Now, I ain't never thought that she was like this, little dainty, little pretty woman. No, but you was a good looking chick. Good looking chick, all put together, really dressed sharp, keep yourself together. Was nothing wrong with your face. Your face was your face. But this little that little look, I can't get into that. That's giving me transimoto, girl. I don't like that. I don't like that. That upset me. That did. That just I guess you do what you want to do with your money, but that was wasted money. That was just money. You told my grandmother's called that throwing good money after bad. Because wasn't nothing wrong with your face. Your face was your face. Now, unless you was going for the I want to look like somebody else type of situation. And then Bravo Shady, as usual. Oh, Shady, Bravo Andy, you over there. I know you sitting down somewhere, crouched down in the corner, just like Reagan from on The Exorcist, like this, laughing that you done put both faces up here in the same episode and didn't give us no warning. You just dropped it on us, and the next thing we know, we see Sheree when her head spin around and she come back as Transimoto, the Bratz doll. That ain't cool. Like it was a big unveil. You could have did that. You could have threw a party and had an unveiling of the new face or something. You could have did something, some type of a warning. When they dropped Nene on us, and I looked up, and all of a sudden Nene looking like Tamar Braxton. I was thrown off by that. I got videos about child when I seen Nene pop up, and the next thing she was Tamar. I said, "What, child?" I ain't with it. Anyway, let's start about the show. This is my review. I done went on and babbled on, child. I know that pissed some of y'all off, honey. Live with it. Season 15, episode 9, Real Housewives of Atlanta. See, because I've been here the whole time. I've been here the whole time reporting and talking about, ain't missed an episode since the first episode. You remember that first episode, Sheree? You remember when you threw the party and Nene came to the door and they didn't let her in? I've been watching you that long. So yeah, I feel with all within my rights to say, I don't like your new face. I liked your old two faces. Okay? Anyway, moving on. So screw all of that. We know that Sheree is doing, she has a situation with fibroids. And I said this earlier in the season. Very, very proud of her. It's very, very brave to even be sharing this. I don't really know about what this is she got going on, but she says she's going to go the holistic route. And she was there doing acupuncture. I kind of just turned my head. I was like, oh, listen. All that pincushion treatment. I don't know, girl. But okay. You got to respect it. You must respect people's wishes on what it is they're doing. I understand when people are saying they're going to go the holistic route. They don't want to do all this modern medicine stuff. They don't want to be getting cut open, and they don't want, all those things. But the things that I heard is that you don't want to be down. And that just like worries me. Like, or is it really, are you afraid of the surgery? Do you have something really going on that you don't want to do it and you're trying to go holistic? Or is it really just about you don't want to be inconvenienced? Because screw inconvenience. Screw inconvenience. If you get to stay on the planet, hit me with an inconvenience. Because there's no, to be not inconvenienced and be dead, that ain't, or be not inconvenienced and be sick. That don't make sense to me. But that's what I'm hearing. I haven't heard anything that would strike me to say, okay, yes, I'm going this route because of anything solid other than trying to live your life in some type of timing that you got set up in your head. Whereas if things don't work out, the same timing you got set up in your head is going to keep on running, but you won't be running with it. So I just haven't heard anything solid, and I might be stepping out of line. I might be, and I'm okay with that. If you all feel like I'm stepping out of line by saying it, I could take it. I got a strong back. Put it down there in the comments. Say, James, no, don't do that. And I'll consider what I've said. I'll consider it. Might be an aha moment. But right now, I've not heard anything solid from Sheree as to why she decided to go the holistic method, other than timing and not wanting to be inconvenienced. And I just don't get that. I don't get that. I hope it works out. I'm here for it. I hope it really does work out with you with the holistic method and taking care of your fibroids. But I'd rather talk about you to you rather than talk about you in past tense. And that's real shit right there. I would rather talk about you and know you somewhere on the planet, and one day the video might come across your lap and you say, who the hell do you think he is? Rather than to be talking about you and the video roll past your gravesite. I just ain't with that. I want you here. I want you here. And if you got to be inconvenienced a little bit for you to be here, Sheree, again, you may never see this video, but I'm telling you, if you do see it, hey, don't like your new face. And if you could be here and be inconvenienced, I'm cool with that. I'd rather you be here than gone and didn't get no inconvenience, because the inconvenience would be not here no more. So I done said my part. I said my part. Y'all do your part. Now, if you think I'm out of order, please, by all means, tell me, and I'll revisit it. I honestly will. But that's how I'm feeling. I'm speaking real. That's how I feel. It just doesn't seem solid to me. But by all means, nothing against folks who go with the holistic method. Much respect to you. In this instance, the reasoning just doesn't seem good, just like the reasoning for getting that new face doesn't seem good. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so Tanya is dealing with her whole Mommy Nation situation that she's actually building. She has things going. When she was filming, she actually had 126 people on the list. She, her actual person that was going to come in to do the hosting of the begging session, which is the fundraising portion of it, couldn't actually make it due to some COVID difficulty. So by all means, we got to say, we're sorry. Okay, can't do it. So they decided they would use Kenya. She would reach out to Kenya to be her special guest to do it. Well, we've actually seen Kenya move about in one of these types of situations. Kenya is a very good choice. A very good choice. Now, I'm with Kenya on this because this is the second time that Sonia, did I say Tanya? Sonia, Lord have mercy. Did I say Tanya? Sonia. I'm sorry, y'all. Sonia had, this is the second time that Sonia has literally reached out for Kenya to do something and she didn't go the route where she has to pay. Okay? She said, and Kenya said it in a nice way, well, the second time you came at me and didn't go through my agent. That meant this is the second time you asked me for some free shit. Okay? I understand that because I ain't one for a bunch of benefits myself. If it ain't benefiting me, but that ain't nice. That don't sound nice, do it? But listen, I've done many, many benefits in my time. Many benefits. And I do benefits that are important to me at this point. I don't jump up and do all. See, when I first started doing female impersonation, I did tons of benefits because that's just kind of how the business goes. That's how you get known. You do benefit shows and stuff like that, and then it kind of pushes your name forward. And then if you do pageants, doing pageants will actually push your name forward. Well, I did pageants and then I won a bunch. So I really didn't have to do benefits other than what was contractual with some of the pageants, but I always did benefits, stuff for people trying to run for a pageant and I've been in the business literally since 1991. And to this day, I have never done one benefit show begging for nobody to give me no money to run for no pageant. I've never done that, but I have definitely played part in other folks' benefit shows for them to do pageants and different things. That's just not my way. That's not my way. Just like, that's just who I am. It's just who I am. I'm just not the begging type. Just like I sit here on YouTube. Do I get donations? Yes, I get donations. Do I get cash apps? Yes, I do. Do I get super chats? Yes, I do. But I don't sit on here and badger my people. Oh, please give me a cash app. Oh, everybody give me $1. That just is not me. And you can see me fussing, about it. And sometimes I'll be in the YouTube streets watching. It gets on my nerves when I see too much of it. And it's like, why are you begging these people like this? That just irritates me. But at the same time, I guess that's the duality in me. I don't really have a problem with if you're doing that and that's your way of doing your YouTube thing, by all means, go for it. But I don't like it. It just I don't like it for me. I don't like it for me. So let me be clear. I don't like it for me. I ain't no begging bitch. So I don't like it for me. So, and that's the thing. I always feel like you're going to pay for it on the front end or the back end. So anytime any of my people who subscribe to me, anytime they do anything nice for me or they donate something to me, I know in my heart of hearts, is something that they really wanted me to have because it was on their heart to do it. So I don't question it. It's not that thing of like feeling like, oh God, okay, so where am I going to have to pay this back at? What is this? What is the thought behind it? You don't have all that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's just my own thing. That's a Jamesism. So that's just me. That's just me. But anyway, how do we even get here? Anyhow, but Kenya is good for drumming up donations. I've seen her move about in that type of situation, and she does well on the mic with that. I think that's how we got here. But anyway, listen, and I said it. They're gonna be, see, here we go. This is I don't know about this video. This is a video of me pissing folks off because there's going to be people who are mad and be like, I said it. I said it. I said it. And if it strokes you wrong and you be over there begging on your YouTube channel, then deal with it. Drag me. Drag me. And then you already know what that'll bring. Drag me. Tell me how you don't appreciate me talking about your begging ass on your YouTube channel. Try me. Try me. Try me. God is dragging me. I said what I said. I said it. And I ain't taking it back. Anyway, so that's that. Like I said, a donation is just that. It's given off the heart. Begging is something different. I'm not a beggar. Oh, we were talking about benefit shows. That's how we got here. Lord have mercy. That's how we got here. So that's why I made the comment. I don't do all that no more. I don't do all that anymore. Now, when people call me all these years later, 20 plus years later, no, I don't jump up and do all benefits. And people call me, oh, we're doing this. We raised money for this. Oh, this person, this, that. I don't do all that. It got to be something that is close to the chest for me to actually agree to do a benefit. That's why I said, if it ain't benefiting me, I ain't doing it. Don't call me with all that free shit. So that's right there. That's how we got here. Lord have mercy. This video is a mess. This is going to be one for the books. Anyway, stop all that damn begging. Okay. All right. Moving on. Listen, I'm telling you, go through these streets. You'll see, you spend any time on YouTube. Here we go. We grade the soapbox. You see people begging for wish lists for their new apartments. I wish you get the shit off the list. Why I gotta buy everything for your new apartment? When I bought my things for my place, I had to buy my own stuff. Wish lists. So, stuff like that. I just be like, what? Oh yeah, my birthday's coming up. I got a wish list. 900 things that ain't got nothing to do with what you're doing on YouTube. But I mean, listen, if you set up like that it's okay in your spirit, by all means, go ahead, beg. But don't get mad at me when I say that you're begging, when it's clear that you're a begging bitch. It just is what it is. Like I said, you don't like what I said, drag me. Drag me. RuPaul ain't the only one running a drag race. Go on and drag me and see what it gets you. Anyway, move. Let me stop. Okay, down off my soapbox. But bam it, I'm back. Okay, so Sonya's doing her little jig, and it's really a good situation. It's focusing on there's a school for children. It's an in-home schooling for children who are homeless. I think that's a great idea for a great group of folks who, do you even think about that? As children who are homeless have a whole different set of issues than to have to be thrown into regular school. Children are cruel. So they don't really understand the brevity of what all is really going on with that child. So all of the other, childhood stuff, along with that adult, because that whole homelessness thing, that homelessness piece, that's like a whole adult situation thrown on top of a child. So if there's a space where people can actually come in and give them kind of what they need to build them up to the place where they can actually migrate into schooling with the other children and everything be okay. I think that's like fantastic, because that's what I took from it. That's what I took from it with what it is that group that she partnered with. I think that's fantastic. If that's how it works, that's the way I understood it. I think that's fantastic. There's that, and like I said, she partnered with them, and she wanted to. So they're taking care of the children, but what about the actual women? What about the mothers of those children? So she's really reaching out to them and really celebrating them. I think this was fantastic. I do. I think, of a lot of things. See, with this, I would give my money. With this, I would donate my time. With this, baby, I'll throw my wig and my pumps on if that's what they needed. I would work for this, baby. I would turn it out for this. This is necessary. This is worthy in my eyes. This is the type of stuff that I would show up for. This is the type of stuff that I would open up my checkbook for. Period. Okay, so that I said all of that other stuff, my sassy stuff for that. This right here, Sonia, good job. So she reached out to Kenya. We went through all of that. Everything should be fine. Everything should be fine. So at the same time, you got Kenya over here. Kenya's actually she made kind of lemonade out of these lemons she had got served when she had everything together to do her dance down at the college a few weeks back, and she didn't get to do it because she got sick and everything. So she decided to do a Kenya Moore hair care commercial and use the costuming that she got done. She actually even put little Brooklyn into it, which was really, really cute. And she's just going to go ahead and do a commercial. I said, well, that was really smart. Really smart thinking. Then here I got some mess, Lord. Kenya looks so nice in her stuff, like she does. Kenya Moore sharp. And, she be getting on my nerves sometimes, but nobody could ever take away Kenya Moore sharp. She's sharp. She's always been sharp, okay? She is one of our Black Barbie dolls. And, we proud of her for many reasons, but she was a beauty queen. She was a beauty queen. When we think Black beauty queens, the two names that come to mind first for me is Vanessa Williams and Kenya Moore. And that will never change. That will never change. No matter how I feel about Kenya or some of her antics, when I think Black beauty queen, Black Barbie doll, Kenya Moore, Vanessa Williams, and Iman, of course, and Naomi. But anyway, them two, Kenya and Vanessa, boom, first out the gate. So I said all that to say this. What the hell is that outfit? She got that outfit done. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I hate the fit of it. I hate it. Though the girls, those chocolate girls in all those different shades that you see stomping on those fields, baby, them girls be together. Do you understand me? Them queens be done. They're done. I ain't never seen none of the colleges bust out with no mess like that. Sorry about it to the person that designed it. It was a bit ill-fitting and a bit cumbersome looking to me. It wasn't cute at all. Now, I'll tell you what was cute. Brooklyn's outfit that was just like Kenya's was adorable. So I don't know if, because, sometimes, I design clothes. So sometimes you design things in one size and it worked. And then when you upscale it, it doesn't work. That might have been the situation, because Kenya's outfit was terrible to me. I didn't like it at all. But little Brooklyn looked absolutely adorable. She really did. Now, I loved her in the commercial. And she's a little star. She's a little star. Brooklyn's going to be, because, I've always called that out there. Candy's Ace is going to be something on television. And look at them doing commercials and all of that. Brooklyn got something too, because she was so comfortable in front of that camera and doing her little dance and just having herself some fun. And she wasn't even, if you ever see her, period, when they're filming the show, she's real unbothered by the cameras and stuff. It's like she's a natural. So y'all be looking out for little Brooklyn too. And trust me, Kenya will push it where it needs to go to make sure that Brooklyn excels at the rate that she needs to, the same way that Candy and Todd did. So kudos to you all for that. But yeah, just too cute. Cutest thing about the whole commercial was little Brooklyn. In the midst of all of that going on, Kenya, and I did hate the outfit, Kenya's her little male friend, Roy, he shows up and brought food and all of that. He surprised her and showed up. That was cute. That was cute. And I had questioned whether or not, I was wondering, I don't think I said it on any video, but I wonder, has she actually had him around her daughter at this point, because she seemed to have actually really liked him. But we've seen that Brooklyn knew who he was. I don't think they spent a ton of time together, but she did know who he was and things like that. Did he look a little unkept though? He looks a little unkept, but like he's working. So I'll give it that, because I said he looked like Money. Because see, that's what Money actually looks like. Money's not always polished and sharp, especially when it comes to a male. They look like they're in the midst of working. So a little unkept, his hair was fucked up. I said, what's going on right here? Like he had a rap, honey, and they combed the rap out and just left that little center. I said, come on, Roy. But Roy didn't, he was unbothered. Roy's unbothered. That said to me, Roy got a coin, because he was not taken back by any of the stuff that was going on around him. He was just looking like he was stopping doing work for a minute, going to see his girl and going about his business, looking a little unkept. So I said, yeah, Roy, I think you got a coin, and I guess that's okay. So we got to see Roy, and this one seems a little better. Now, I fussed at Kenya about your little fake relationships. This one seems, I'll be keeping my eye out for this. This might work. And he paid all attention to you. You see the difference between him and Mark? It felt good with him. He unbothered by who you are. He ain't in no competition with you. I like that. That works. So, was I paying attention to all the things that I probably wasn't even supposed to be paying attention to? Yeah, I was. But I like this. I like this for Kenya. So let's move on. Drew and her sister, Allison, and then her mom, they were sitting there. Now, I didn't realize Allison's 20 years older than Drew. We got to really hear more, which I wanted to hear more about Allison, and it was just as I thought. We got the wrong one. We got the wrong sister on here. Allison's story is way more interesting than Drew. Drew would make a good friend to the show for Allison. Allison has a lot. Like when they went through her accolades and her accomplishments, oh my gosh. How impressive was that? All the people she worked with, all the people she's written for, all the shows that she was a part of. Fantastic. Then her story of dealing with PTSD, and she had 2 mental breaks, and then she was admitted into the hospital 2 times, and she had a whole situation of domestic abuse that the mama didn't even know about. I said, not mama. You that had your head that far into the church, mama? You didn't know nothing was going on? Or did she really just hide it that much? However, Allison is a much more interesting character than this one here. Much more interesting. So that was very interesting. I didn't even think we was going to get all of that. But yeah, I like this Allison. Allison is very interesting. She's a very interesting person. Very interesting person. And yeah, Drew, switch places with your sister. You go on over to give your peach to your sister, and you go become. I'd rather watch Allison in her journey to get back to her normal self, rather than watching Drew and Ralph and their foolishness. There I go again, being rude, honey. Moving on. Then we had this little lunch with the OGs. Lisa Wood. Y'all know I like Lisa, so it was good to see Lisa. And then, baby, they swung the door, but I said, is that Deshaun Snow? Looking good, looking good. Deshaun looks so nice, so together, like she always did. Cute, she always been a cute girl. Um, Boring, as usual. She ain't really got a whole lot to say. She kind of just sitting there. Then they messed up. You got Sheree, and this is where they messed up. They brought that other one, that tardy for the party clown. They brought her in there. Y'all know I don't do her. Now, y'all told somebody I don't like is that one. I don't like her. I don't report on her. I don't fool with her. She gets no view time at my address at all. I've never turned one of her shows, one of her spinoffs on my television. None of that. None of that. The only airtime she ever gets that has my name and my account attached to it is something that's done with Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't fool with this lady. I just don't have it for her at all. She's horrible. She's actually horrible. And who I'm talking about, I'll say her name, old nasty piece of Kim Zolciak. Horrible. I don't care nothing about her. That husband of hers, none of her offspring, none of them. None of them. Ugh. None of them cares nothing about it. She ain't changed. She ain't learned nothing. She come right back in here. She hit the screen and the whole scene went to the shit house. Still walking around, y'all, like she better than y'all. Remember when she's carrying that red cup? Like she was too good to eat at any of you all's houses or drink from any, because that's what that was all about. Catch. Anyway, I ain't got her to do. But she ain't learned nothing. She's still just as ignorant and just as tasteless. She's horrible. Coming there talking about, and Sheree going to invite her to go to Portugal with them. Really? So we're going to have to see this hoe again. Really? I can see some scenes not being discussed. So y'all just get ready for that, because I will just, if I can skip over Drew and Ralph, I will run the bus all the way over Kim Zolciak. Don't play with me. Do not play with me. She still don't know how to talk to these ladies. Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. Oh, you bitch. You don't hear nobody else talking like that. The only other fool that you were here talking like that was Nene, and she ain't here no more. These ladies do not even talk to each other like that. Most black women don't. They don't give all that, calling each other bitches all like that. You'll see some crowds where they do it, but they don't do all that. And you sitting in a crowd, you the only one, bitch. Oh, bitch. She was getting on my last nerve. My last nerve. Then when they mentioned Kenya, oh, is that bitch still alive? Are you? Are you? Because you look like you already left. And they just brought your shell and sat it up in this restaurant. You're the one that looked dead. I can't stand her. Now her, I can't stand. I can't stand her. I said, this scene, truly, the scene couldn't get done fast enough. I was so sick of her. And Deshaun Snow looked at her at one point when she said something about, are you dating? And she said, yeah, I'm dating. Is it fun out there? Bitch, you ain't the only one with a husband. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? You just ran a whole play on everybody, talking about you and your husband was getting divorced in real time, which don't nobody believe it anyway. I believe it's just a ploy for you to try to get back on our television. And if you on one of the shows that I do watch, I'll be skipping by your ass. Oh, I can't stand her. Ain't learned nothing. And still trying to have some beef with Candy, but talking about you done seen her at an event and you hugged her. What you hugging her for? Ain't you too good to touch her? What you hugging her for? I hope your arms was burning when you touched her. Oh, I can't stand that heifer. Moving on. Can't stand her, honey. Mm-mm. Y'all got her. I told y'all before, y'all got her. Horrible. And I wonder where old stupid Sweetie is these days. Sweetie, they got you locked up in the basement? That was out of order. I ain't taking it back though. Moving on. Okay, so let's go on over here, child. She ain't got on my nerves. She got bitch. Anyway, Sonya and her sister, honey. Sonya, you and your sister need some time apart. Your sister need to go ahead on a move. And you don't need to work with your sister for a minute. Y'all need to go on and go y'all separate ways until y'all can come back together as effective sisters, because it doesn't look good. This doesn't look good at all. And it actually makes me sad when I see sisters, actual sisters, fighting with one another like this. Sonya's sister's playing for keeps. Sonya's being Sonya, okay? Sonya is spoiled. No doubt about it. She's a little spoiled. But her sister is pissed, and she don't have it for Sonya right now. She really don't. She made that scene so uncomfortable because Sonya, like, basically, it's the same argument. You're taking them for granted. You don't, go over the times with them. You don't tell them exactly what they need. She wasn't glammed up to actually be on camera. She thought they were doing B-roll footage. She didn't know it was actual stuff that was going to hit the show. So she's totally pissed off, which I do. I get it. But then you ain't letting it go, and then you're waiting. So you're going to blast her on the camera. That wasn't sisterly. You blasted her in front of all of us. That's your sister. You can blast your, and you live with her. You can blast your sister anytime. You didn't have to do that on camera. It was mean. It was mean, and you meant it to be mean. And Sonya was apologizing for everything. She's apologizing and, saying, I know I've done wrong. I know I'm wrong. And I'm really sorry. And I believe that she was really sorry. I believe she's really sorry. I don't know if it was just out of the embarrassment that you blasted me right now or whatever. Whatever it was, I thought it was genuine. She was sorry, and the tears were genuine. Honey, when I tell you that sister gave her, honey, bitch, I don't care, honey. Damn tears fell on hard, cold shoulders, baby. She gave whatever, honey, and then told her, let me finish this. I'm leaving. And she left. She didn't even stay for the event. She left. Yeah, you and your sister need some space. She need to get on up out your house. Because she feel, see, one, couldn't nobody that's feeling all like that be up in my space. You got to go. You got to go. You're not going to walk around here and make me uncomfortable. It's time to go. You and your husband. The baby can stay, but y'all got to go. Y'all got to go. I ain't gonna throw the baby out. Y'all gotta go. The grandmother can watch the baby. But you two, with the nasty attitudes, y'all can get on up out of here, honey. Just ridiculous. So I said that was just too much. Kenya was over an hour late because they done brought her. You see her, them bringing her this outfit. Kenya, if you don't take that bullshit off, that was horrible. Horrible. That outfit that Kenya shot, I knew it was going to be horrible when they pulled it out the bag. I said, what in the sheen is that? And I said, I know it's probably designer. Horrible. Horrible. It looked like shit before anybody put it up. They picked it up. What is that? I said, are they decorating tables or what is that? I need to take it out in the hips. So it's too little. Taken in, come on. Taken out, always a disaster. Especially in a rush, in a crunch. A disaster. A complete disaster. Knock it off. Knock it off. Knock it off. Terrible. So I said, okay, that's a mess. That's a mess. So when she put it on, Mortal Kombat. Long leather gloves. I love the gloves. Long thigh-high boots. I love the boots. The dress, horrible. Teddy literally coming out the bottom because it's too damn little. Pulling and tugging on, it's too damn little. It don't fit good. It don't look good. It looked just as shitty as it did when they pulled it off that bag. Horrible. But now the gloves and the boots, you sent me them gloves and them boots. I could do something with them gloves and them boots. Fabulous. Hair, a mess. The whole look was a mess. There's no need. You should have been an hour early if that's the best she was going to look. That was horrible. But she was over an hour late. Candy showed up and they were, saying how Candy had missed some things. And Sonia was saying, that's why I'm Candy's favorite, honey. And she showed up. And I mean, it was a big feat for Candy. They be talking stuff, but like seriously, Candy had performed, what was it, in Nashville the night before? Then she still had a concert to do that night in Atlanta. And she actually had to film Speak on It. She had to film that before she even went to the brunch that started at 10:45 in the morning, and then get dressed and everything. And then this is the thing. Now, when you did the Speak on It, Candy, your hair was adorable. Why you mess up your hair into what you had going to the thing? I mean, it wasn't bad, but your hair was cute as can be when you was doing Speak on It earlier in the morning. I don't know why you changed your hair. You've been messing up with the hair stuff here, sis. But yeah, the hair was cute as can be. Maybe they filmed that out. I don't know. So her hair was cute when they were doing the whole talk about what she needed to do before she went. That hair was cute. I don't know why they changed it. Anyway, moving on. But she was actually there. So that was a big deal. Then they ended up, now this was random. She gave Sheree the OG Mommy Award. I was like, no. How do you even know? No. So this mommy, she makes mommies being a mommy looks so easy, blah blah blah, blah. I didn't even think it was going to be one of the housewives, but if it was going to be one of the housewives, Sheree, not that Sheree, she's done well for her children, but we don't see Sheree's children like that. We don't see Sheree's kids don't be on the show like that. So I just didn't get it. I didn't get it. But Cairo came, man, and Cairo's very socially awkward. So as far as what I see, it's very socially awkward. It made Sheree's day, but I was like, I didn't get that at all. Anyway, then Kenya comes. And Kenya does her thing. Now, she was worth the wait because they were trying to raise $50,000. And in total, she ended up raising $78,000, which was fantastic. Kenya Moore style. Okay. She did her thing. But the way she put the housewives on, she just put them on the spot. I was like, oh my God. Going to say, no, we're going to raise more than that. There's $50,000 at this table. I was like, oh Lord. And so it got into this whole little thing. I was like, Drew, did you see Drew? I mean, Drew was like, Candy gonna say, yeah, that's like $7,000 a piece, y'all. I got my $7,000. I said, knock it off, Candy. This is why they be reading you and dragging you. And Drew, she's like, Drew, you got your $7. Drew gonna say, well. Was you tight, Drew? Did you say 7? Yeah, they said 7, Drew. Yeah, they said 7. So, and listen, what's the new girl, Courtney? Courtney said, here, honey, I got one hot, nasty piece of $2,500 check for you, and get the hell on up out my face, honey. She said, y'all not going to take me down with that. I ain't no housewife. I'm a friend to the show. I got $2,500 for you. I said, I know that's right, honey. Courtney said, honey, I got 5 on it, and that's it. And don't ask me for no more. So, but they did. They did that. Kenya did a good job. $78,000 in donations to a very worthy cause, in my opinion. And then this is one of the few times that you'll ever see this. All of the housewives were exiting an event. They didn't turn the event out. They didn't act a damn fool. They were all leaving out the door together, smiling and laughing. It was literally a happy ending. Now, I've been watching this from the beginning. I can't even remember the last time we seen a actual happy ending. Not nobody being shady and no fake hugs and all that. But they had had a good time and they all were walking out together like a group of sisterly friends. So that was very interesting. And it was actually nice to see. I said, well, look at there. Look at there. When have you ever seen them roll the credits and you ain't trying to see through the credits to see who got hit and whose bracelet fell off? So that was very nice. But Kenya, you was walking out leading the group, girl. If you didn't look like a scene from Kinky Boots, honey, throw that outfit in the garbage, girl. Throw the boots and the gloves this way. But the dress, girl, the nearest garbage can, honey, because your teddy was about to fall. Well, it had done fallen completely out of the bottom and the top of it in the back. I said, girl, what the hell? Horrible. Anyway, look, I done said enough. I done probably said too much. I done gave y'all a whole lot to take in and then to give me some feedback. I'll be looking for your feedback. Good, and don't be shy. Say what you have to say. You all know I read it. I read it and I do respond. So give me what you got. Give me what you got. Give me what you got. Listen, I love you guys. I will see you all next week, honey, and we'll do this all over again. Bye, y'all.